The book of Sirach, chapter 39, verses 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. Okay, spirits created for vengeance out there, man. All right, you got a whole lot of people unaliving people these days. Okay, I got this video I'm gonna pull up real quick.
New tonight, people at a popular tourist spot in Osceola County running for their lives last night after deputies say a Checkers employee shot and killed a customer all over a fast food order. Good evening, I'm Greg Ormeth.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. We first told you on Eyewitness News at 4 that deputies arrested this man, Elijah McKee, for first-degree murder. This all happening in Old Town next to Fun Spot Kissimmee. Channel 9's Scott Martin is live after talking to people who were there. And Scott, this fast food joint is still a crime scene. Hard to believe this is all over an order.
Martha, and that's exactly what people were telling me out here as well, but the crime scene tape still blocking off the drive-through area. In fact, I talked to one man who says that he had just grabbed dinner here at this Checkers before the shooting, and also workers here at some of the rides and amusement rides here tell me that people started running when they heard the gunshots. A Checkers fast food location next to a tourist destination, now an active crime scene.
There were a whole bunch of cops here. It was scary.
A crowded hotspot where Kelvin Lindsay says he picked up dinner Wednesday night at Checkers, later driving by to find the entire area full of law enforcement.
From every entrance, there was more cops, and I was sitting here like, where are all these officers? You know, why are they here? What are they doing? And then when we finally got up to this area, then this was a concentrated area where a lot of officers was at.
Osceola County deputies say an argument between this man, 23-year-old Elijah Mackey, an employee at Checkers, and a customer got into an argument over a food order. That's when investigators say Mackey drew a gun and shot the customer.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that serious a way.
His three sons, amazingly, they all survived. It happened along sunlit Coral Street in Ruskin. And Fox 13's Evan Moon is live outside the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for us tonight. Evan, what happened here?
Just a crazy story. Investigators tell us that Christopher Brown and his sons got into an argument over a car that ended up in shots fired at his own three children. Luckily, they're all okay. We spoke with some neighbors out there today.
3 kids shot by their own father. Now that man faces potential life in prison.
When you look at the facts of this case, we know this defendant did everything he could do to try and kill his children.
A fight between the family broke out Sunday morning around 11 a.m. outside the home in Ruskin. The sheriff's office saying the fight was about a car. 36-year-old Christopher Brown hit one of his 3 kids in the head with a gun, causing the gun to fire and graze the child's ear and jaw.
His first child, he pistol whips him. After pistol whipping, he takes out his gun and shoots him, missing his body but hitting him in the earlobe, striking his ear.
With one boy shot, the other 2 brothers ran at their dad as he tried to get into his car. But investigators say Brown then fired several rounds at his other 2 sons. Both were hit and taken to Tampa General Hospital. Thankfully, all 3 boys survived. One neighbor saw it all unfold on his Ring camera.
Our camera was blowing up. I looked and I see about 5 police officers, a paramedic, people running around. Text messages start blowing up, saying like, are we safe? You know what's going on. So, real crazy situation.
And several neighbors say it wasn't the first time Brown and his boys had issues.
You know, I have small children, like not even feeling safe to do what normal kids do and just run up and down the street without worrying about fights breaking out, gunshots breaking out.
Burnt biscuits
riots led to bullets fired outside of South Charlotte Popeye's restaurant. One man was shot and it was caught on camera. We're going to freeze the video because it is graphic.
He all up in his face too. Oh, they fighting. He knocked the headset off.
You heard the woman gasping there. This happened outside of a Popeye's restaurant on South Boulevard near I-485. And that's where Channel 9's crime reporter Hunter Signs is live tonight. Hunter?
Erica, it is another example of a simple argument, this one over burnt biscuits, that led to someone being shot. Police say it happened between two managers at this Popeyes here behind me, and an eyewitness told me today all of it happened in front of his young children.
For the first time, we are seeing different vantage points of a Mother's Day shooting at this South Charlotte Popeyes. Two men seen fighting in the parking lot, then two shots ring out. We are choosing to stop this Charlotte video, the rest too graphic to show.
See, the thing is, hey, see, the Lord is visiting this place, man. Spirits created for vengeance. Okay? And like the scriptures say, it's going to start with, judgment's going to start with Israel, man. All right? And the Lord is letting a lot of you jakes kill each other up, man. Because, you know, scriptures tell you that 2/3 of our people shall be cut off and die. And it's just a heavy spirit of death over this place, man, because the Lord is visiting this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Spirits created for vengeance in Chicago, Old Block in them, Indianapolis. All you see on the news break app, Slovakia. All you see is just murder, murder, murder. All types of parents killing their kids, unaliving their kids, man.
Details in a deadly shooting inside a West Philadelphia corner grocery store earlier this week. Our Steve Keeley, who was on scene minutes after, has more on the 15-year-old who was hit and killed, and now the man charged with his murder.
22-year-old Jaquan Higgs has now been charged with murder in the double shooting homicide Wednesday here inside the Maryland grocery store at 54th and Ray Streets just past 2 p.m. Philadelphia police sources tell me Higgs stayed on scene at the store after shooting two armed juveniles, killing a 15-year-old and critically wounding a 16-year-old shot in the face. Philadelphia police sources identify the 15-year-old as Seth Marshall, who was shot and killed while armed with this semi-automatic gun with an extended magazine. Witnesses inside the store picked it up and put it under a car across the street to keep it from being used as they ran out of the store. Police found it and took it in. One of 3 guns recovered. Police say the 16-year-old also had a gun that was found inside the store. Police sources tell me that Higgs has a permit to legally carry a concealed weapon. Police took his gun that day too. As he told detectives, he fired at the 2 teenagers in self-defense.
See, what's going on is a mental health crisis, man. See, all this stuff is going to boil over real soon, man. All right, it's going to pick up and it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up. People just taking each other out, man. Why? Because they financially unstable. They mentally unstable. There's a freaking mental health crisis, man. Especially men. Men's mental health is so bad. So bad, man. Okay, because it's constantly bombarded with this and bombarded with that, just beat down in this society, man. Especially the black man. Okay, so now you got a mental health crisis on your head, on your hands. All right, people ready to snap off at any given moment. At the gas station, at the restaurant, wherever, just they can't take no more. Okay, people see blood. All right, this music putting spells on them, these drugs. What's that word? Volatile. Volatile. Like, I don't know what that means. Maybe I can look it up real quick. Let me look up that word. Hostile. It's a hostile environment. Let me look up that word volatile. Look it up in my other phone real quick. For some reason, that reminds me of a damn zombie game or something. Zombies or something. Vio. I don't even think that's the word. Slocky. I'm thinking about something else. Let me look it up. Let me see. What does volatile mean?
The word volatile generally refers to something that is likely to change rapidly and unpredictably. The specific nuance of its meaning can vary depending on the context. Here's a breakdown of its common uses. In chemistry,
So it says volatile generally refers to something that is likely to change rapidly and unpredictably. Unpredictable, man. The environment's volatile, right? It's unpredictable. People, that's why, hey, don't be around huge crowds. You know, everybody trying to go out and play and shit, you know. This Memorial Day weekend. Guess what me and my daughter did? We stayed our ass in the house. I ain't do shit, okay? Went out and preached. Because guess what, man? You know, and I had a few buddies, they were trying to go out and this, that, and the other. You know, bachelor parties and this, that, and the other. But I stayed my ass in, man. I had the feeling. See, we're living in a time, hey, where things can just pop off, man. Okay? Yeah, it says to describe a person or situation, volatile, right? It says when applied to a person, volatile means they are prone to sudden and unpredictable changes in mood or behavior. So you don't want to be around people like that. See, these people going fucking crazy. There's a mental health crisis, man. There's a mental health crisis. People are literally crazy. What's the scripture say? Let me pull up a scripture real quick. These people are literally going in freaking insane, man. They're insane. What was I looking up that for? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19. And 2, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. That's about to pick up. Civil war is coming. Okay, because everybody's mentally unstable. They ready to fight. They buying all the guns. Hey, people, you know, plotting and scheming against one another. It's going to pick up, man. It's going to pick up. Okay? Civil war is approaching. It says, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt, aka America, shall fail in the midst thereof. And that's what's happened. The spirit has failed in the midst of this place, man. Let me read it in NLT. Isaiah 19:3. The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom and call on spirits, mediums, and those who consult the spirits of the dead. Miss Cleo. This place is through, man. This place is through. That wasn't the one I wanted to get. Let me see. Yeah, this is in the NLT, Isaiah 19:14. The Lord has sent the spirit of foolishness on them. So all their suggestions are wrong. They cause Egypt to stagger like a drunk in his vomit. It says there's nothing Egypt can do. All are helpless. The head and the tail, the noble palm branch and the lowly reed. It says in that day, the Egyptians, aka Americans, will be as weak as women. They will cower in fear beneath the upbraided fist of the Lord of Heaven's armies. Let me read, yeah, because in the KJV it says in that day, Egypt, aka America, will be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Yeah, man. Okay, people are let me grab this. People are not seeing a good future ahead of them, man. So they're all panicking. They don't have any faith in the Lord, and they see this place is falling, and they're all in uproars. They're all distressed. They're all messed up, man. They all want to fight. They want to kill. That's how they feeling right now, man. I'm thinking about something. Slakia, this is the book. Bear with me. This is back to Isaiah. I think I skipped over something. Let's go back to Isaiah. Well, Isaiah 24. How about that? This is Isaiah 24. And it says, verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vain languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. People are sighing and crying out there, man. They can't take it anymore. So they're unpredictable. Okay, you could be at work and people are stressing so damn bad. Hey, somebody might just shoot up the whole workplace, man, and take themselves out afterward. Go get everybody that made them mad in the past. That's how some white folks is too, man. And that's how Jake is getting lately, man. Jake is getting crazy. You got Jake women. Come on, man. They'll beat the shit out of you, man. They'll beat you up. They gang up on you, set you up on one of these websites. Hey, it's a fucking mental health crisis, bro. It's a mental health crisis going on, man. People are literally losing it. I'm trying to think of a scripture. So it says, the new wine mourneth, the vain languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink. And why is everything ceasing? Because people can't afford anything. People are facing straits. People can't afford everything anymore, man. They can't go and have a regular meal. You know, a regular go to the store. You know, they ready to kill you over some hot sauce packets, mayonnaise packets. Motherfuckers be getting in fights over some burnt biscuits. It's a mental health crisis, man. Ultimately, the spirit created for vengeance, man. The Lord got everybody in that spirit to rip each other apart because of that's prophecy, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Matter of fact, let's go to that, because these people ain't stable. They're not stable. They're not stable at all. It says Isaiah 33:6. I'll read it in the NLT also. But in the KJV it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. This wisdom and knowledge of what? These scriptures. This understanding, getting up under the Yahweh Shai, man. Following the shepherd whithersoever he goeth. Okay, digging into these scriptures, praying, fasting, getting closer to the Lord. These people ain't doing that, so they ain't got no faith. Like the scriptures say, the land shall be barren of faith. Let me pull that up in the background real quick. And that's Second Esdras chapter 5. Right? Second Esdras chapter 5 and 1. It says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, meaning the prophecies, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell on earth shall be taken in a great number. I'm talking about all types of death, man. Pestilence, death, earthquakes, tornadoes, the sword, people killing each other. Diseases and viruses, all that, man. It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be bearing the faith. Yeah, the land is bearing the truth, bearing the faith. The land is bearing the faith because the God of this world, has blinded the minds of them. What does the scripture say? The God of this world has blinded the minds of them. Was that in St. John? It might be 2 Thessalonians or 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. And that's ultimately, Esau Edom, so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, man, who's being pretty much the sons of Shaitan. They represent Shaitan up on the earth. All right? The wicked that the Bible speaks of. It says, had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the image of power, should shine onto them. So they're all blinded. They're all bearing the faith. They don't got no faith. They're not thinking about the Lord. They're not thinking about the things that we think of. Okay, they're not in that kind of mood. They don't care. So the Lord just gave them up to their own afflictions. What did was that First Corinthians? 2 Corinthians again? Gave them up to their own they're basically like the scriptures say, let the blind lead the blind. They're all falling to that ditch. They all gonna fall into that line of that MOTB, man. They're all following the image of the beast already. They can't even stop. So guess what? Spirits created for vengeance. You might as well be one of my spirits created for vengeance. Might as well just go ahead and do what I tell you to do. All right? This is I'm trying to find one. I think it's 2 Corinthians. Is it 2 Corinthians chapter 1? No. It's one of these chapters. It might be in Romans. Romans. The Wadi Habashim Yahushai. Yeah, this is Romans chapter 1 and 18. It says unbelief and its consequences. So the land is bearing a faith, man. Unbelief and its consequences, right? Let's play just a little bit. Let's play a little bit more than I'll read the scripture.
Sources say store surveillance shows that neither teen pulled their guns out before they were shot. The store video shows the 15-year-old's gun visibly sticking out of his waistband as he was near the front door and raised his phone, not his gun, and began typing a text and was just 2 letters in when he was shot in the head and killed. The 16-year-old is seen on the store surveillance paying for his food order at the front counter when he was shot. Both teens, sources tell me, have extensive criminal records despite their young ages. The 15-year-old, law enforcement sources say, was wanted on weapons charges in Montgomery County.
See? It's a crazy ass world, man. This is Isaiah 51 and 20. It says, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. Okay, and the net is a trap, man. A wild bull in a net. They in this trap in the ghettos. The fucking trap. Trap. The scripture just said, as a wild bull in a net. Niggas on the corners, slanging, playing craps on the corner, dice, shooting each other up, having women come and set up guys. Man, yo, Jake is through out here, man. We need the Lord. As a wild bull in the net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. The rebuke, because the Lord don't want everybody. All right, you a spirit created for vengeance now. You gonna go do this. Okay? And the Lord is perfect in his judgment. This is Romans 1 and 18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. That's right. Who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Yeah, you still doing whatever else in this world that you know you're not supposed to be doing. It says, because of that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. Yeah, everything is beautiful, man. Okay, you the sun go down, okay, and the moon come up, like everything is beautiful. The Lord is perfect in everything that he does, man. You can't tell me it's no, you looking out at the stars, you got all these planets out here, planets that are bigger than the earth, planets that'll make the earth look like a speck of dust. And there ain't no God. So you people, you choose not to believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua because he gave you over to that. That's why he taking y'all ass out. It says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. Yeah, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So you don't have an excuse. You want to make an excuse. People changing their sex. Well, the little kid came out a boy. It's supposed to be a boy, right? Don't he got a penis? But you make excuses. You are making excuses. Oh, it don't got to be a boy. No, the kid's a boy. You see? 1 + 1 is 2. It ain't never going to be 11. So it says, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their own imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. So a bunch of people are walking around, the land is bearing the faith. These people don't got no faith. They ain't even thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All they thinking about is Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, iPhone number 17, the new this, the new that. That's why they all gonna stand in that line and take the chip. They already fall in the image of the beast. Their minds are so damn gone, they don't even fucking know what planet they're on anymore, man. If you ask them to point on the map, where's Russia? Where's Ukraine? Hell, where's Africa? How many states are in America? How many dimes are how many dimes are in a dollar? They can't tell you that shit, man. Basically, like the scriptures tell you in 2nd Esdras. Matter of fact, let me pull that real quick. 2nd Esdras chapter, what was that? Second Esdras chapter 9 and 20, it says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were coming to it. Yeah, all types of wicked devices, man, to make you push you away from the Lord and make you go off. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of a cluster and a plant of a great people. So that he's talking about his elect. Matthew 24 speaks about how the Lord going to gather his elect from the four corners of the earth, man. It says, verse 22, and here's the point. It says, let the multitude perish then which was born in vain. So some of you young goblins out there, you women out there, some of y'all was born in vain, man. You just an empty vessel. You just walking around for no reason, man. That's why you became spirits created for vengeance. Because the Lord, he has a reason for you. He's going to have your ass take somebody out and have you take somebody out. And that's your judgment on the earth from whatever you did in your past. It's called reincarnation. All right? You come back and you serve out your punishment. on the earth, man. That's why you see it be like a little bitty baby, a whole baby 2 years old or something, some horrific judgment, or whatever they did in their past. You don't know that. Only the Most High knows. There ain't no such thing as hell. People. This is hell right here on earth. This is where you serve out your punishment at. What was that, Ecclesiastes? When it said, I saw up under the sun. Let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun. What's under the sun? The earth. The place of judgment. No, it ain't no such thing as hell. The place of judgment is here on earth, man. Moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. You see all types of people dying every day, B. You know? This is hell. The food is horrible. People are overweight. People got problems with their bodies. Everything's all messed up. Going to slavery every day at work. People are upset, depressed, strung out on drugs. This is hell, man. It says Ecclesiastes 3:16, and moreover I saw under the sun a place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. That's right. Wickedness and iniquity. Okay? Yeah, so pretty much, man, yeah. So it's a bunch going on. It says Romans 1:21, because that when they knew Most High Yahweh, they glorified him not as God, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their own imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. So who darkened their hearts? The Lord darkened their hearts, man. Okay? The Lord, like the scriptures tell you, in the book of Isaiah. Damn, man. This is Isaiah chapter 45:7. See, the Lord could do what he want to do. The Lord said here in 45:7, Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness. So the Lord creates the darkness. The Lord created those spirits created for vengeance out here that's shooting each other up. The Lord did it, man. You got to blame him. Don't blame the devil. You got to blame the Lord. The Lord taking charge of it. He said, I did it. Me. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So when you come into an understanding of this word, you understand that the Lord just had these spirits created for vengeance out here. These niggas killing each other up. These events, these tornadoes and diverse tornadoes, earthquakes in diverse places, taking all these people out, man. It's the Lord did it. Anyway, with that, I'd like to say shalom.